Hello everyone and welcome back to Splash. Today we're going to be talking about the untold truth of Ellen Degeneres. Do you want to win the new iPhone 11 Pro? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right back into the video. Ellen exposes Portia De Rossi. While Ellen has plenty of close friends, her main best friend is of course her wife, Portia De Rossi, who hit the big time when she starred on the comedy series Arrested Development. Portia has said that Ellen completely took her breath away when she first met her. She even said that my knees were weak, something out of a love story. Ellen shares a lot of her personal life on her show, and there are some times when you can say that maybe she's overdone it.
She needs to have me spoon her, so until I lift the covers up and she gets right in there, she will not be happy. So she's like, "Meow," in my face.
This was the case in 2015 when Ellen invited Portia over for some time on the show. During this interview, they shared pictures that they had taken of each other.
This is one that you took. I actually really love this picture. She took a picture of Charlie, my cat that I'm in love with. I was laying out on a lounge chair and
Ellen took the fun, playful banter up a notch when she publicly shared some bad hair day photos of her spouse.
Because her hair is very, very thick, so there are hairstyles that occur that I just go, I have to take a picture of this.
Portia went along with it, but the whole segment just seemed like Ellen was trying to take some shots at Portia.
This is the first one I'd like to share. That's I think we're hiking right there. All right, here's another one.
The Katy Perry tweet. Her heart was in the right place, but perhaps her eyes weren't. In 2017, Ellen came under fire for a birthday tweet she sent out to Katy Perry that said, "Happy birthday at Katy Perry. It's time to bring out the big balloons." The accompanying image didn't exactly help either, as many fans were not impressed. The Twitter hordes were quick to pounce on Ellen's birthday wish with a double standard hashtag. Some disgruntled members of the Twitterverse even compared Ellen to Harvey Weinstein. Celebs were quick to jump in on the discussion with notable names such as Piers Morgan and Michael Rappaport voicing their opinions. Some people thought the tweet totally contradicted her Me Too monologue on October 19th, which sharply criticized harassment.
Part of the problem is that from a young age, girls are taught to stay quiet and be nice, and that boys are stronger and somehow we are less than. That is why it is hard for us to speak out.
The TITI Pierce lawsuit. In a bizarre June 2016 lawsuit, a Georgia-based real estate agent named TITI Pierce sued Ellen for making a joke about her name. During the What's Wrong with These Ads and the Sign segment on Ellen's show, she jokingly called her quote-unquote titty.
Nipple convalescent home. What boob named that place? TITI Pierce. Sounds like she might have spent some time in that nipple home.
In TITI's lawsuit, Pierce made it her mission to point out that her name was pronounced TT. The distraught woman claimed she faced harassment following the episode. Federal Judge Leslie J. Abrams had other ideas in mind, saying that prior to the defendant's misdeeds, Ms. Pierce had been called only by her name TT, which, as grammar dictates, is pronounced TT. Absolutely none of this sounded like Tee-hee to Judge, who threw out the case in 2017. Judge Abrams said the title of the segment indicated there was something entertaining about all the featured signage, and that left the letter I in the English language can be pronounced several ways. The judge argued that under circumstances, it wouldn't have been defamatory to pronounce a plaintiff's name TT or TITI or any other possible permutation. Following the judgment, Ellen producers told the Wrap they never intended to hurt anyone's feelings, even if that person is named TT. Record label lawsuits. Speaking of lawsuits, back in 2009, the New York Post reported that Ellen DeGeneres' show had bopped its way into legal hot water by not clearing well over 1,000 sound recordings, owned or controlled, by big league record companies like EMI, Sony Music, Warner Music Group, and Universal Music Group. Now all these companies were banding together like the Avengers to sue the show for failing to get permission for featured songs like Michael Jackson's Thriller and the Beach Boys' 1966 classic, Good Vibrations. The Ellen Show's producers said they cleared the song's permission with publishers, but consciously didn't ask the record companies. When asked their reasoning behind this, producers just said that they didn't roll that way, which is a defense statement I wish that I could use. Spokesperson for Warner Brothers Entertainment, the show's distributor, said it is unfortunate that the record labels have resorted to filing a suit, particularly since Ellen producers were willing to resolve the dispute on reasonable terms. As of now, we can't imagine that all parties have since resolved these issues as DeGeneres continues moving to the beat. The Kathy Griffin feud. It's safe to say that the Kathy Griffin and Ellen Degeneres don't exactly agree with each other's views. However, as tension sparked between the two activists, a feud arose. The whole problem started when Kathy made mention of Ellen in her tell-all book dubbed Kathy Griffin's Celebrity Run-Ins, My A to Z Index. In her book, she hinted at Ellen, but didn't name her outrightly. She said that she was almost positive a certain beloved daytime talk show host once had her kicked out of a backstage dressing room at the Emmy Awards. Going further, she continued by saying even though she couldn't prove it, this person, who happens to have short blonde hair, had a mean streak that all of Hollywood knew about. Well, at least we know Kathy is good at giving you clues.
I tried to chat with her and I said, look, I admire all your accomplishments. And I said to her, I go, Ellen, my God, you won, okay? You won the jackpot. I said, I'm just having like one little opinion here.
The Ellen Design Challenge. Well, there was a short-lived victory for furniture designer Tim McClellan. Hopefully, he didn't already spend that $100,000 prize money. The cowboy with a masculine sense of furniture design won HGTV's inaugural Ellen's Design Challenge until he didn't.
Tim has been disqualified. You were the winner.
Really?
You won $100,000.
Shortly after the confetti dropped on McClellan, fellow finalist Katie Stout and executive producer Ellen Degeneres, the last man standing, was disqualified for presenting what was deemed an unoriginal piece in the grand finale. Within a week of McClellan being crowned, producers discovered that his seemingly unique sliding and hideaway table design already existed by European designer Simon Schott. Therefore, the runner-up to the reality competition has rewarded the spoiled.
This was one of the hardest things in the world because I think, and I told you on the phone, everyone from the beginning of the challenge loved you as a person, your character.
Ellen's gambling side. Aside from that, you don't typically see on TV is her being an avid poker fanatic. It is quite common to hear about celebrities playing poker games every now and then. Poker has a special place in Ellen DeGeneres' heart. In fact, she regularly hosts high-stake games at her house, and not only that, she invites a good number of Hollywood A-listers to join her in the fun. But unlike your friendly game of basement poker, things are quite different in Ellen DeGeneres' home. According to reports, Ellen DeGeneres is actually quite aggressive and passionate about poker. She has the tendency to not hold anything back while playing at the poker table. In an event that was reported by an anonymous invitee, the invitee wasn't able to keep up with the game and ended up being at the end of Ellen DeGeneres' wrath. She accused her guest of ruining the game. Ellen's Anaconda parody. Minaj is no stranger to the Ellen DeGeneres show, as evidenced by multiple appearances on the show. Host Ellen DeGeneres is also no stranger to mimicking Minaj, as evidenced by multiple parodies over the years. When the explicit video for Anaconda came out, DeGeneres released her own version starring herself, awkwardly trying to keep up with Minaj and her dancers. In 2013, DeGeneres walked on stage for her Halloween show dressed exactly as Minaj had been a couple of weeks earlier for an Ellen interview.
Let me start by saying my eyes are up here. This year I decided to go as something really scary, half naked. Of course, I'm Nicki Minaj.
Basically, DeGeneres and Minaj have a solid relationship in the past, but the problem isn't that Ellen dared to poke fun at Minaj's body. It's that the sketch reduced Minaj entirely to her most famous body part.
What did you do? I was minding my own business, and then you go to that.
The dog adoption problem. Ellen Degeneres and Portia De Rossi came to Marina's store in Pasadena and saw a dog they were interested in adopting. Her name was Tasha. Tasha had not been cat tested, and Ellen has 2 cats. So Marina decided to let them take Tasha home for the afternoon to see how she would get along with Ellen's other animals. After the adoption, Ellen called to say that Tasha was not cat friendly, and Marina left straight away to pick her up. Iggy, who Ellen and Portia had also met and liked at the adoption, was in the car with her. They looked at Iggy again, he played in the yard with Ellen's other dog, and was briefly introduced to her cats. Later on, Ellen left a message that had decided to adopt Iggy. Said that they had a trainer who could socialize Iggy with the cats, and the couple quickly finalized all the details. After some time, it was obvious that Iggy wasn't going to be a great addition to their home as they had once thought. Then the dog was given to Ellen's hairstylist, and her family had met Iggy and fallen in love. The adoption agency tried to get the dog back, but Ellen won the case by breaking down on her show.
Very much, and right back at you, and I needed that today. We're gonna edit some of this out.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We'll be giving away the brand new iPhone 11 Pro, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it. Also, while you're here, go ahead and check out one of these other videos on your screen, and we'll see you there.